Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a informative sort of tutorial for you. It's a topic that is kind of debated on, but it's really important, especially being that this is a makeup channel and you wear makeup. I want to talk about how to pick your right foundation shade. There's different ways. I've seen people they have their different methods of picking your correct foundation shade. For example, when I first got my foundation, I was 15, and the girl that was selling me the foundation said to buy a shade that matches the inner part of my wrist. And of course, I listened to her. What do I know? What did I know back then? And then I've seen videos where some people say to match the foundation to like your arm, which I found odd. I've never seen that before, but okay. Then there's the tried and true method where you swatch your jawline. That usually works, but I'm going to explain to you why these other methods, including the jawline one, aren't always correct. Number one, you swatch your inner wrist. Chances are your inner wrist and your face are two different colors. Why? If you're standing, your arms are usually on the sides of your body, so they don't see that much sunlight. Your face is going to automatically see more sunlight. Matching to your arm. Chances are, now see, your wrist is on the inner part of your body, your arm is going to be on the outer part of your body. So it's going to get a lot of sunlight, especially if you're driving. So imagine swatching your arm to your face, it's probably going to be darker. Your jawline. Out of these three ways of swatching, and I'm sure there's plenty out there, but those are the three most common, your jawline is on your actual face. So it would make sense to swatch your face to get your foundation shade for your face. You following me? Okay. So I'm going to show you the right way to swatch, where to swatch, because there's two places you want to swatch. And I'm going to be using my Bobbi Brown BBU palette. It comes with every shade. This is the foundation stick formula. It comes with every shade that we have. I know which shade I am, but I'm going to swatch myself with three colors. You want to compare different colors because you may think that you're a color, you pick it, and oh yeah, it blends. Just swatch three colors. Swatch the three colors. Next, where do you want to put the foundation when you swatch? Some people say just do here. No, because chances are a lot of people, and I know this because I work with customers, you get red here. And when you start off foundations, and if you've seen my previous foundation videos, I always start in the center of my face because that's where I have the most red. I'm going to start off with warm beige. You see how I'm coming? I don't mean to give you the finger, I'm sorry. But I'm coming up here because if you see, I have red and the color is cutting. Alright, let's see. Now I'm going to go with natural. You can see it's a little warmer. This is warm beige, this is natural. I'm going to go with warm natural, and now you're going to see why this is important and why it's really important to swatch three shades. Alright, now you can see that. Do you see how that looks orange on this part of my face? You have to be careful with that because let's say I went with swatching my arm. My arm is probably that color, and I put that on my face, it's gonna look, my whole face is gonna look orange, it's gonna look unrealistic, not a good look. Alright, so out of these three colors, warm beige looks really good, you almost don't see it, it's here. Natural's here, you can kind of see it. This one is warm natural, that's out, that's too dark. The second place you want to swatch is your forehead. Why? Because the sun usually hits your forehead before it hits the rest of your face. That being said, if you go with a light shade and you put it on your forehead, sometimes, that's why I said this method works better than the other two. Sometimes if you bring that light color that worked perfectly in this part of your face, it could turn ashy on your forehead. And that's not pretty unless you want to be working with two different foundations. Just go with a warmer one, but we're gonna swatch. So we're gonna go back with warm beige. And I'm just gonna make a little box here. Perfect from what I was saying. You see how it kind of, you can see it kind of jumps at you, the color. Now I'm gonna go back with natural. Now natural blends better into my forehead. A little better than it did here. Like I said, these two on my jawline and cheek, the warm beige and the natural, look pretty decent. But if I was to go and blend out warm beige, you can see that you can just see the color. I mean, it's not going to be the best color match for me. I mean, I could probably get away with it, throw some bronzer on, or a lot of bronzer, but you know, you want to go with the correct shade. And in this point, when you have two colors like this, you want to go with a warmer color. It's going to look more realistic. So let me do the natural on this side, blend it out. This is natural, this is warm beige. This is better. It blends out nicer, you don't see it. This to me looks ashy. You may not notice it, but it's something that I can pick up. So I would go with the warmer shade between the two. So you go with natural. And that's really it. So make sure that if you go to a store, to a department store, wherever, and you're gonna get swatched, make sure they swatch you with at least 3 shades. Don't let them just pick one up and put it on you and say, oh yeah, that's your shade, go buy it. Because you're gonna go home, you're gonna hate it, you're gonna return it, you're not gonna want to even bother with the brand. Another thing I want to mention, if you're oily, be careful, because sometimes, especially if you're not using an oil-free formula, if you put foundation on, it may oxidize, meaning it's gonna turn darker. So if you're oily and you want to buy a foundation, and let's say they put it on you, or you put it on yourself, and you're like, oh, it looks beautiful, and you go about your day, and like 20 minutes later you just like look at yourself and you're like, oh my god, it's orange, or it's darker, or you have like that line where you know that it's dark and the rest of your body is lighter. Just be careful, be very cautious of that. So give yourself a few minutes before you go and purchase that color, or you know, yeah, give yourself a few minutes, just try it out. It's something you're going to be using on your face. So I hope you guys found this really useful. I really wanted to make this video for you guys because I know that I've bought foundations in the past, and I've been sold foundations in the past that were not my shade. It really upset me because, you know, you spend money, you go out there, and for somebody to give you the wrong shade, it's annoying, it's a hassle, it's just not worth it. So just remember those few things. Swatch 2 places. Your cheek, make sure you cover here, because a lot of times, you know, we're red, and if you're not red and you have perfect skin, then you can skip this video altogether. But yeah, just swatch yourself here and on your forehead, just to make sure, because you want to go with a warmer color. You don't want to have an ashy forehead. So I hope you guys found this useful. If you have any comments, questions, or anything, comment down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. And I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye!